The government just announced inflation dropped to 3.5%, the biggest one-month cool down in 6 years. Sounds like great news, right? Except your grocery bill, your rent, and your gas tank don't feel any different. Today, I'm breaking down exactly why and what it actually means for your wallet this month. The promise. Inflation isn't just a number on the news. It's why your $100 grocery runs buys less than it did 2 years ago. In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you exactly where your money is disappearing, why inflation went down doesn't mean prices went down, and 3 simple things you can do right now to protect your money. What inflation actually means. Here's the part almost nobody explains right. When the news says inflation dropped to 3.5%, that does not mean prices are falling. It means prices are still rising, just slightly slower than before. Think of it like a car. Inflation slowing down is like going from 70 miles per hour to 60 miles per hour. You're still moving forward, away from where you started. Prices from 2 years ago aren't coming back. As of this week, shelter costs are up over 3% from last year. Food is up about 3%, and energy, despite recent drops, is still up nearly 16% compared to a year ago. That's the gap between what the news reports and what your bank account fees, where you're actually feeling it. Let's make this real. Here's where inflation quietly eats your paycheck every single month. Groceries. The price of everyday staples keeps climbing even in good inflation months. Gas. Even after a recent drop, prices at the pump are still way above pre-2025 levels, and tensions overseas could push them right back up. Rent and housing. This is the sneaky one. Shelter costs move slower than gas prices, but they almost never go down. Once your rent goes up, it rarely comes back. Insurance, car and home insurance premiums have been climbing faster than almost anything else, and most people don't even notice until renewal time. None of these show up as one big shock. They show up as your money just not stretching as far as it used to. Now, why this keeps happening? Here's what's driving this right now. Energy shocks tied to overseas conflict, tariffs pushing up the cost of imported goods, and the Federal Reserve holding interest rates high, around 3.5 to 3.75% years, trying to cool things down without tipping the economy into a recession. That's a real balancing act. Raise rates too much and borrowing, mortgages, credit cards, car loans, gets even more expensive. Raise them too little and prices keep climbing. Either way, you feel it, just in different places. Things you can actually do. So, what can you actually do? 3 things. 1. Audit your recurring bills. Insurance, subscriptions, and rent renewals are where inflation hides. A 5-minute call can save you hundreds a year. 2. And don't let cash sit idle. With inflation still above 2%, cash sitting in a checking account is quietly losing value. High-yield savings accounts or short-term treasury funds at least keep pace better. 3. Track price creep, not just prices. Compare your grocery receipt to 3 months ago, not just today. That's how you actually see inflation's real impact on your life, not just the headline. If this helped you actually understand what's happening to your money, hit subscribe. I break down real economic news like this every week in plain English, no jargon. Comment below. What's the one price increase that's hit you the hardest this year? I read every comment. See you in the next video.